What happens when you decide to go get your hair done, ladies? You bring your man along and your daughter, and then you expect to pay a discounted rate because the hairdresser was advertising a discounted rate. I guess she was trying to get new clientele, so she was telling everyone on social media that she was doing hair at a discounted rate. Now, the problem that lies at hand is it depends on the type of hairdresser you go to, because we all know if it's Ghetto Keisha, she's gonna have a problem with you paying the discounted price as she has promised, because she's not an actual business. She is just another person doing hair in their kitchen. So let's see what happens when this lovely hairdresser decides to pull out a firearm on an unsuspecting client that just came to get her hair done.
He spoke to the woman about the ordeal. She joins us now live with more. Camille, this is definitely something I haven't heard before.
Me neither.
Yeah, this is a wild story. So Robin Phillips saw an ad for a discount at this hairdresser's house. So she decided to take advantage of that discount. She booked an appointment for her and her daughter to get their hair done. When the services were over, the hairdresser said she was charging her more money. It wasn't what the discount price was advertised as. Robin Phillips said she ended up paying the higher price anyway. And then she says this happened. Take a look.
Before they play this video, y'all gotta understand something. I know how much it costs for you ladies to get your hair done. That shit is high as hell. If men had to pay those prices, shit, we don't pay damn near close to the prices y'all pay, because it's crazy how much y'all pay to get your hair done. So I know Robin probably went there and was not expecting to pay that much. She thought it was going to be at a discounted rate. So let's say her hair was roughly $200. She was probably expecting to pay $100. If that's not even a discounted rate, that's actually half. So let's say she was expecting to pay $175. Still, she wasn't expecting to pay the full $200. So the hairdresser decided, you're going to pay the entire rate, the entire fee, because I guess she was lying to everyone. She was advertising one price, saying that she was doing hair on a discount. And then when you get there, of course, you should discuss the price first. You should. We all know this. You don't walk into a store and then pick up a pair of shoes, pair of sneakers, and just walk up to the counter and ask them how much it is. Or you don't walk out with it first and then they say, oh, I guess they'll pay later. No, you know exactly what you are purchasing. You know what you're bringing to the counter. You know how much you're going to pay. And if you decide that you don't want to pay this much for these shoes or these sneakers or this clothes, then guess what? You put it back down, right? You find something else. This hairdresser did not give her a chance to do that. She did Robin's hair, and then she did the unthinkable.
She had the scissors in her hand. She already had the scissors in her hand. She says, if you're not going to pay me, then I'm gonna cut your daughter's hair. She just kept waving the scissors around like this.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, just basically trying to calm her down, like, please do not do that. So she runs upstairs and she grabs an AR.
She did not say she grabbed an AR. Hold on, wait a minute. They're going to have to show us this video. I'm going to have to see this to believe it, because she did not say this woman ran upstairs and pulled out an AR. And her boyfriend and daughter are actually smart for not trying to run out when she ran upstairs, because not knowing this hairdresser, seeing how crazy she is already, she probably would have what? She probably would have started. Some people just don't care. They don't care. Even if they're going to use some kind of stupid-ass excuse to try to get off on the crime that they committed, she probably would have fired at them and hit someone. So they were smart for not leaving and actually staying there to see what was going on. But to pull out an AR, whatever happened to a handgun? I guess the hairdresser said it's time to handle things, and she's handling things.
So I didn't know that's what she was going up there to grab. So she went upstairs to grab the AR. She's like, you're not leaving out of here until you run me my money. So I did just that, and she's still going on and on about it. I want more money. I want more money. So I'm just like, Here, just, just take it. I gave her basically everything that I had.
Big gun, hoe! Yep. Big gun! Big gun! Out my house! And it say, I'll shoot you! No, I'll shoot you! I'll shoot you!
Why is it always the usual suspects? And when I say the usual suspects, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's always the usual suspects. It's a kind of mindset that you got to have in order to behave this way. It's a kind of mindset. And yes, when I say the usual suspects, of course, I'm not talking about a certain race and a certain look. No, because everyone can do this. Anyone can do this. Y'all are all crazy. Y'all are all batshit crazy. It doesn't matter what color you are. I've seen white folks do this crazy shit. I've seen black folks, Indians, Asians. I've seen all go crazy. I've seen it all. So it's not a color thing. The usual suspects is a person with this kind of mindset. A person who actually thinks that going upstairs and getting an AR after they cheated someone out of a hairstyle, a haircut, they told them one thing and they're charging them another thing, and they think they're justified for going upstairs to get an AR and then pointing at them and their family, stating that they are going to shoot them. Yeah, you definitely have a certain type of mindset that should be locked up. Your ass should not be doing hair anymore, but let's see what happens.
Don't do that. No, bro.
I'm just distraught right now.
Did she call her a broke ass hoe?
This for what? When we could have just simply just handled it, like adults. I mean, she said, "I will shoot you. I will bury you over $10." She was saying that. Yeah, she said.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry for stopping the video again, but I know this woman did not say all of this shit for $10. She did not say all this for $10. If $10 was the discounted rate, I would have just paid her the $10. Robin, you should have just paid that broke-ass woman the $10 because she's calling you broke, but obviously she's the broke one because she went upstairs to get an AR. An AR-15, y'all. Did y'all see how long that gun was? An AR-15, not even a handgun. If she would have got a handgun, I would have been like, okay, maybe she had the handgun laying around for protection, but what the hell is she doing with an AR? I guess she has to protect herself since there's probably no man in the household. Let's not even say probably. We know there's no man in the household. So, Robin, you should have just paid her the $10 because to lose your life over $10 is crazy to me. It's unheard of, but it has happened before. This woman right here, this hairdresser, she should be put on blast. Matter of fact, forget blast. After this video right here, she's definitely going to jail. We know this.
I will bury you over $10. So we pushed past her. We had to get out of there.
Okay, so after this whole thing, Robin and her boyfriend and her daughter went to the police department, one of the precincts, and filed a report, showed that video, not the part that we showed you, but the actual face of the woman, showed the police the video of the woman, told them where she was located, filed a report, and she said she's really hoping, she wants to tell this story, but she really hopes that people will learn from it and hopes that this will not happen to them. Of course, it's going to be interesting to see if police do arrest this woman, this hairdresser, and to see what happens next. Reporting live in Detroit, Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
I mean, the difficulty of these kind of home offices, so to speak, when you're doing business out of your home, it poses obviously kind of a precarious situation, not just for the person working in the home in some cases, but also customers.
Nah. You could still hold a business out of your home and be professional about it. This is just unprofessional. Matter of fact, this is just a ghetto-ass woman that's doing hair in her kitchen, and she decides to cheat a customer for $10. $10, y'all. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? $10. She decides to pull out an AR-15 over $10. Not to mention this woman had her daughter in front of her. This is how you know this was a ghetto-ass broad. This was a ghetto broad. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about her life. She doesn't care about anyone's life. Now, let me ask y'all this. What if the husband would have had a firearm on him and he pulled out and shot her ass? What would have happened then? Think about that for a second. So this hairdresser here, being irresponsible, ghetto, foolish, stupid, ignorant, as she is, right? Unprofessional as she is, right? The husband could have done something to her. Then what? Then what would be the headline? I would not be making a video about this. It would be something even crazier. Hairdresser gets deleted after she pulls out AR-15 on customer. That would have been the headline. So After people see her face, they need to be aware of this woman and not go get your hair done by her. But I'm just blowing hot smoke right now because we know that there's going to be women that are still going to go and get their hair done by her. I guarantee you this. Some people just don't care. And if the same thing happens to them, then they're going to go to the precinct, because I promise you, nothing's probably going to happen to this hairdresser. Probably not. I just thought about it. They're probably going to come up with a reason as to not even try to arrest her, try to bring her to the courthouse. Nothing. Nothing is going to happen, because we've seen this happen time and time over again. It's just like the slap on the wrist, or it's just like the person that goes to jail and then they let them right back out for something even crazier, for a more heinous crime. And this right here to them is probably nothing. Y'all need to be aware. Y'all need to stay safe out there, because there's crazy ass people who will do something to you over $10 damn. Until next time. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.